gentlemen, today I'm going to make a tomato coriander soup, and the stuff is cheap as chips. And the ingredients I am using today are corn flour, bay leaves, whole black peppercorns, some tomatoes, they are a bit underripe, then some spring onions, single cream, which is optional, then I am using tomato puree, then I'm using olive oil, some garlic, then fresh coriander, and some black pepper and salt for season. So let's get started. Righty right. So first thing to do is get your kettle and plug it in, and then simply boil some water. Smash it. Right, so now get your kettle and pour your hot water onto the tomatoes, and let them sit in the water for, I don't know, roughly a minute or so. Righty right, so after about a minute, get your tomatoes, drain them, and cover with cold water. And yeah, allow to cool for a couple of minutes, which gives me a little bit more time to say thank you to my beloved brother. Some of you might have seen him in my Manpie video, for example. He sent me some Danish beer. He spent a weekend in Denmark. Yeah, and he got me this little gift, so let's give it a try. And it says on the can Alk 6.0. Sounds good to me. So let's give it a try. Nice. Yeah. Okay, back to business. Right. So now get your tomatoes, and as you can see, the skin comes off very easy. Discard the skin. And yeah, peel all your tomatoes. And now roughly chop your tomatoes, doesn't really matter. Repeat with the remaining tomatoes and set aside until needed. Right, so now roughly chop 4 spring onions. Get rid of the roots. The dry top of the spring onions. Then get rid of the outer leaves. And then simply roughly chop them. Right, and now get yourself a pot on a medium heat and add, I would say, a tablespoon of olive oil. Right. So when the oil is hot, get your tomatoes, add them to your then add your spring onions, and then add 1 bay leaf, then give it a good stir. And cook for a couple of minutes until everything has softened. Smashing. Right. So while your stuff is cooking, get a teaspoon of your black peppercorns to your pestle mortar. And just crush them. Like so. Then get 1 clove of garlic. Peel it. And try to finely slice it, or just chop it, doesn't matter, like so. And now roughly chop about, I don't know, maybe 3 tablespoons of your coriander. Roll it up like a cigar and simply roughly chop it. Right. So when your tomatoes are soft, get your crushed black pepper, add it to the tomatoes, then add about, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons of the coriander. Then add your garlic. Then add a teaspoon of salt. Then give it a good stir. And to my tomatoes I'm adding now 750 ml of water. Bring this to a boil and simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Smashing. Give it a good stir every now and then. Righty right, ladies and gentlemen, when your soup is kind of cooked, get yourself another pot and a sieve and one of your tablespoons, and pass your soup through a sieve. Get your spoon and really press it through. Get rid of your bay leaf. Scrape your sieve to get all the stuff here. Discard the rest. Yeah. So now get your soup back onto heat, medium heat. Give it a good stir. Give it a taste. And now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of tomato puree because my tomatoes are or have been quite underripe. Then a bit more seasoning of salt. Just a little pinch, and a little bit more of freshly ground black pepper. Okay, now bring this to a boil and I would say cook for 5 minutes. Smashing. Righty right, ladies and gentlemen, and now get yourself some cornflour, a tablespoon, then add to your cornflour a tablespoon of water, give it a good stir. And add to your tomato soup. Give it a good stir and simmer until the soup thickens to your liking. Smashing. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time to plate up. Spoon your soup into a bowl, then get your single cream if you want. Get half a teaspoon, half a tablespoon onto the soup. Then get some of your leftover coriander, sprinkle it over. And here we have it, guys, the Tomato-Coriander-Soup. Easy peasy, cheap as chips. And as always, at this time, at this place, at this very moment, it's time for a tea. Bye-bye, and see you next time.